Welcome to Fandom Night. It is Friday. It is time for the Legacy of Gaming. And just so happens that we have finished. Finally. Started 4 years ago. We said that we would do at least the numbered Final Fantasies. And believe it or not, the day is upon us, gentlemen.
Woo! So far.
You shut up and quit breaking our dreams.
We did 15.
15 does not exist yet.
Yeah. We did 15.
Yeah, we did 15.
And until 15 comes out,
but yes.
Until 15 comes out,
Wish the demo's been updated.
We have done it. This has been a 4-year-long show.
Because we've had to restart so many times and we've taken hiatuses and shenanigans.
We forgot Lightning Return.
That's not a number.
Technically speaking, no. It's not 13-3. They say it's Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, but you can't count that. It's a very fine stipulation. If we're going to leave out Crisis Core, which is called Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, we leave that out. That's not 13-2. That's not 10-2.
Is Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus.
That is a side game.
And then we also would have to go through the Turks game.
Yeah, the phone or whatever.
That was on the mobile phone, only in Japan.
And Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is not Final Fantasy Tactics 2.
On a technicality, we have finally finished
the legit numbers.
The legit numbers
and not
Final Fantasy count. So, it is time to end this with the Legacy discussion top 17 Final Fantasy games. I'm your host, William Bush, Reploid Bill. Let's go around the motherfucking chairs and end this thing.
Top 17.
You'll get it.
Yep.
Go.
Well, I'm Nick the Lone Paladin.
Shane McCree, Proto Guy, and I'm on a couch, not a chair.
Alright, little GT on that couch.
Scott Action Jackson, also on a couch.
Set level Sario, the monk!
In a chair.
In a recliner.
Don't be getting naked and stronger over there.
Yeah, you
stay clothed and weak.
Stay clothed and weak.
That's fine.
You stay clothed and weak. I'm going to go and...
Look, I found a karate gi. It stays on.
I'm going to go and, get some adamantite because I found a tail. Give it to some midget in the cave. Go down into the underworld, talk to the world's most legendary smith. Gonna give you an Excalibur, and then I'm gonna go to the moon. I'm gonna dungeon crawl the moon. I'm gonna kill the Dark Bahamut. And then I'm gonna go get a Ragnarok. And then I'm gonna kill everything on my way to go kill my final boss.
But we're not there yet.
You stay almost naked.
But we're not there yet. We gotta stay at the worst first.
This dude is doing a lot of stuff that's redundant and stupid, and after the game could have been over. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Exactly.
Require assistance, sir. Can't run from fights in the core.
So.
Gotta fight your way to Zeromus.
17, number 17, finishing with a 1.5 is Final Fantasy 13 for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. That is the lowest of the low. It is the worst game.
How is that even feasibly possible?
Because you guys are haters.
No, it's not. It's not feasibly possible because Final Fantasy 12 got a 0.
Nope.
Spencer
No,
liked it.
fuck
Spencer
that
liked
one.
it a lot. He played it, right? It was him. He did it to us.
You guys,
not even here anymore.
You guys are going to be awfully surprised by this countdown. I put it together last night, and when I was looking at it, I was like, "Really?"
How the hell did Final Fantasy
Because
2
while
score
you might rate something very low, other people that we've had on the show, like Ian and Spencer, like 12, and their high scores boost numbers like that.
Damn.
So,
this is why
speaking,
we shouldn't have guest hosts.
Final Fantasy 13 is
Come
number
out of here.
17 in our
No
countdown.
guest nights.
No more guest nights.
So look, Greg, Final Fantasy 13 is the worst game in the series, man.
Yeah, and then the next one you're going to say is 5. And double pissed.
No, 5, there's that door. I'm walking out with you.
Yeah,
Because that will be bullshit.
I mean,
2 got higher than 13.
The high list.
all right.
No.
The battle system in 13, I
Was
actually loved
awesome.
it. I loved it. You had to be in it. You weren't just
I
hitting
know.
a button to kill an enemy.
And you could change
had to,
on
think
the
about
fly.
what you were doing and move to each character. And
I can also
it's
mash the X button.
It's crazy. Not when you're fighting behemoths and stuff, because you got to break that armor. Or else
You gotta
just
True,
fight
you gotta
the
hit like
Ravager.
you gotta hit like L2
Yeah.
twice,
You gotta
and
have
then hit.
2 Ravengers and a Commando, so that way you can keep that stagger
Right.
meter going.
I don't think it's as great as you guys make it. I think it's very. I think they streamlined what could have been an awesome Tails type system into an auto button and switching classes.
Yeah.
But look, guys, this has been a big show, a long show. We've been doing this for a long time, and believe it or not, guys, you're gonna be surprised by some of this
Final
list.
Fantasy 12.
Sure.
And I mean, I was surprised when I put this list together last night, and I saw that 13 ended up in our 17th spot. I got to admit, I personally, and this is the truth of it, I do think it's the worst of the series. But I did not expect that with everybody here that it would
Would've
hit
had
the
that,
last of
right.
our. I just did not think that was coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes, I
mention one
prefer
game.
2. I prefer 2 more than 13. Yes.
13
That's harsh,
yeah.
story drug it down so
13
bad.
is
13's
boring.
Story was
Yeah.
pretty
I've
bad.
already
Yeah.
fucking seen the story. The graphics do not make the fucking game. That was your words
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
game
it didn't
is
matter if
nothing
it was
but
graphics.
fucking eye candy.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a lot of eye candy. It
Even
looks
the
good.
sequels were
Battle
that way.
system was
Walk
great,
down a hallway,
I love the
see a cutscene. Walk down
Yeah.
a hallway,
though. The score
see a
wasn't bad
cutscene.
either.
Do.
I wasn't talking about the victory music.
I'm just saying, half the music in this was weak to me. I liked one part, the battle music.
Yeah,
That
battle
do
music.
That was
Yeah.
cool. I was into that, okay? I see where the good points lie in Final Fantasy
It's like, there's
13.
good songs, but
Which,
there's
if
terrible
if 13 ranked at 17, then can I take a guess at what 16 was?
2.
Yeah. Is
Is
it
it
13 part 2?
No, because we didn't do 13 part 2.
Final Fantasy Countdown number 16 coming in at 1.64 was Final Fantasy 12 for the PlayStation
Yes!
2.
At least it's way at the bottom!
Right.
I will accept this, and it wasn't 5,
Uh,
which is good, because I liked 5 a lot.
We got nobody has
Yeah.
a thing. They're just
No.
like, yeah, I accept that.
Yeah, like, I watched.
I'm not going to
somebody
argue,
play
Okay.
other than the
and
fact that I think it's the weakest and the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Because they made it so fucking micromanaging for you to go and learn how to put a hat on your head.
As opposed to fucking, here's this fucking sword, go ahead and dump fucking souls and materials and shit into it
I was
until
okay
you
with that. It was an
until you
upgrade.
fucking die. Like, that got so
The only
boring.
thing I had a problem with that was when you tried to go to the top tier and you had to go kill the one of 3 variants of Adamantoys, but you never knew which one you were getting.
So gay.
Yeah.
And
I
they were
didn't go
cheap
that
as
far
shit
with that.
because
You
they
see?
stepped into
But I didn't
Look.
think you needed to because
No, you
I
can
was
always
so
just
broke
rack up
anyway
like
at the end,
10
it didn't matter.
That you didn't even
Million
care to
Yeah,
finish
I
the
didn't
fucking
finish the game because I got to the very end where you could free roam finally, and then I just grinded.
Am I the only one here
grinded.
who's beat 13?
I
Yes.
was
Yes.
so Bill. I go. I'm so broke
Wow.
in that game. I can just turn it on, and there's no way the boss can.
He
even
could beat the boss
even
without trying.
Slightest.
He,
bit of
but
challenge.
the
Like,
game is so boring and
yeah,
sad.
And so I get why it's bad, but it can't be at the bottom. I mean,
Well, it is.
You know what?
This is
At
4
least-
years
at
of
least
argument
12
that put
is
it at the
second
bottom.
worst.
right, and at least 12.
I
is
will
the worst.
accept this.
But we've talked about 12 a lot less because it sucks.
Yeah, I was
really
about
bad.
to say, when it comes down to 12, I never played it, but watching whoever the fuck it was that was playing it trying
Spencer.
to get... Was it Spence?
And Spencer
Yeah, he
likes
was
the game.
trying-
He rated it like a 4.8. He thinks
likes
it's
that,
a really
yeah.
good game.
He likes running
And-
around
and
the
I
enemy
was
in a circle
watching
and
him
then
get
hitting them
the
and
get
then
the
running
video
around and
capture
then
for the review, and,
And
I was
you were
like,
falling asleep.
what?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's Final Fantasy 11
Oh right, we're still in
Light.
the castle.
Single player FF11.
Right,
That's
so you
all it
don't have
was.
that, yeah.
Without job system.
Number 15 coming in at 1.75 is Final Fantasy III for the DS.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I have love for 3 for one big reason. It introduced my job system.
Yeah.
And that is my favorite gimmick out of the entire series. To this day, that will always be my favorite gimmick.
No.
Because I love the ability to be like, alright, I like this character being a ninja. That's cool. But now that I know how to dual wield shit, let's turn this motherfucker into a knight. Dual wield them Excaliburs. Holy rape. Done. Let's go.
Holy rape.
And yet
Pretty much what it was. It was holy rape.
And yet you bitch me out for doing the exact same thing in Tactics Advanced.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, in Tactics.
Because
Tactics
Tactics Advanced suck.
Mass Immune and Excalibur or whatever. You just go nuts. You do it.
Yeah, somehow you're able to do knight swords with
Yeah,
samurai
you can do,
swords while dual wielding, while doing backflips. Tactics Advance, yeah!
Number 14, coming in at 1.83, is Final Fantasy II for the PSP.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the fact that we're going through 2 again right now.
Yeah.
I am not having that much fun with it.
I literally started part 2, was like, yeah, alright, here's the first battle, learn the first code word, save this, I'm going back to part 1. I still have extra dungeons to run through.
I gotta be honest with you, I didn't expect to, but after dealing with part 1, how there's...
No, I'm having way more fun with part 2 than I was trying to play through part 1
The only thing
again.
I'm liking more about part 2
But then
is
again,
that
I played Origins.
there's a story. Yeah. Like, the story is very weak and cryptic, and it's there, but the conveyance is awful in part 1. And part 2 had a lot more presentation and conveyance.
Told you where the hell you need to go next.
And told a story.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm enjoying
I did think the keywords was actually a unique system to add into it.
Yeah.
Especially because that was implemented in the NES version.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm so far I'm okay with it. You can actually walk up
to random NPCs and be like, yo, I need to know about this here mithril stuff. Where do I find that? They're like, oh, mithril? Oh, you just go to this town and they'll tell you more about it. It's like, fucking sweet, thank you. And you hop on a boat, you go talk to Sid, and be like, Sid, need your airship. It's like, talk to the guy behind me. Give him money. We'll fly you anywhere.
Yeah, but after helping you cheat so that way then your magic would be maxed out, it got a little boring for me.
Yeah, see, welcome to Final Fantasy II,
yeah.
where you have to use stuff a lot to get one skill level. Oh yeah. I got level 10 fire right now on Furion.
I notice how you're just sitting there making faces.
That's it.
I got nothing positive to say just about 2. It fucking
oh no,
garbage.
see,
well, since it is at 14 on our list...
He was playing.
I don't remember. I'm going to listen to these podcasts. I want to know what I rank because I swear I could remember ranking 2.
Well, if you want to listen to the podcast, you go to fandomnight.com.
This is true.
Subscribe to the RSS feed and listen to the Legacy, motherfucker.
Or you could watch Nick go forth with video capture on the YouTubes and watch it.
Yes, that's true.
Because I took the time to sit down and do some leveling.
And this
which
can
gave
be done.
Me a head start.
This can be done by going to fandomnight.com, where you can access the YouTube, both our old and new stuff. You can check out the podcast. You can download the RSS. There's all kinds of stuff you can do there. You know, maybe you should check it out.
Shoot us an email telling us how stupid we are if you don't like the rating of the game. Like,
it's true.
Self-promotion.
Hey, to be honest, you could send us your own list of what you think we're right and wrong about here.
We would actually love that. Yeah.
Coming in at number 13 with an 1.84. No, 0.01.
Huh?
Final Fantasy II came in with a 1.83. This is coming in with a 1.84. This is Final Fantasy 13-2 for the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't
and the only thing that makes that a 0.01% better, the Flamingo Bows.
Flamingo Bows and graphics.
See, I didn't see much of or even play 13-2. I saw Seth play like 20 minutes of it.
Not very good.
Flamingo Bows.
And then we went and played something else.
It's all about the
It's
Flamingo
literally
Bows.
13-2 is the exact same thing as 13. The only difference is is instead of having one giant long hallway you have to walk, they essentially put you in like one teeny tiny area that you have to wander around multiple fucking times until you figure out where it is that there's a time vortex for timey-wimey fucking bullshit
what's
in
going
a
on.
TARDIS.
It feels
continue the story.
feels a lot like they took a huge game
And slice it up into tiny runs.
and they put it on, say, a PSP. Like, it is a huge game,
Okay, right.
but it's segmented. They put you in a tiny space, like a dungeon, that you play, and then when you're done with that, you can go to the next part of the big game, which is another segmented tiny dungeon.
Well, for
Yep.
360, it was condensed to one disc compared to the first 13, which was 3 discs.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was taken down to one disc?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the graphics were less too.
Really?
The only thing I
Yeah,
ever
they downgraded
yeah,
the graphics
the only thing I ever
barely,
noticed was
but
the
a lot
graphics
of what
were-
it is no joke, recycling.
I was almost not in this episode.
Me either. I
This
barely
was,
seen it.
we
I
had...
wasn't even here for this.
We had
episode,
Shane.
Prayer.
We had
Yeah.
Shane in this episode. We had a guest star in this episode. Ian was in this episode. I was in it asking questions. That was it. I was
Yeah.
just asking what the game was
Bill
about.
literally states, because I re-listened to it the other day, Bill literally states, if you're looking for an episode where Bill shuts the fuck up, and yet Bill still talked for about a good quarter of the episode.
Because they
in
kept
total.
bringing stuff up, and I'd be like, no, wait.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask. What the fuck?
See, I was about to say, do I need to go download this episode myself and save
I got
on
it on my phone. You
Technically,
want to listen to
you
it?
should have all of them, I mean.
I don't have enough
It's
space
your
on
show.
My phone. My phone is set up for different stuff, like
Yeah, but
Welcome
if
to
you
Night Vale.
have the Podkicker
And
app,
music.
shameless plugging, if you have the
It's true.
Podkicker app like I do, you hit the button, you tell it stream.
I also
Listen
have
to
a
the
very
episode.
limited amount of data that gets eaten up quick.
But while you're at home,
That's
Yeah.
true, but while I'm at home, I can just go on YouTube, which I'm usually on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
do-
we are everywhere.
I do a lot of whatever I'm doing. Like if I'm picking parts at work, I'll put it on so that there's like noise in the background. I'll laugh and listen to some of our podcasts, and I really do. Like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I do actually like what we do here.
Yeah.
I'm a fan myself.
Yeah.
And
Seth
then
and I were talking about
second
that
to
one
me.
time, yeah, we were talking about-
aside from that, sometimes if I'm playing something like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, I'll put it on to play on my phone while I'm playing.
Yep.
Final
That's what
Fantasy
I've been doing.
Inception.
I've literally been listening to Hollywood Babylon, Our Shit, Edumacation, and The Nerdist while I'm sitting around playing Final Fantasy.
Check out Welcome to Night Vale. You would actually like that a lot.
Oh, I know. I was listening to it for a while, but it started falling apart.
Coming in at
I
number
haven't found it
12,
falling apart at all.
coming in at number 12 is 2.25 Final Fantasy 11 for the PC.
Alright,
Yeah.
so the first time it came out, or
No,
whatever.
11 only had one release.
Well, I thought they tried to respark
14,
it.
no,
'Cause
14.
14
I played
had two of
11
them.
from day one. I was like in that shit. I was all about it.
They
There were
never
of course
rebooted the
there were
game.
of course extra games.
There's
like,
a
there
lot
were-
of expansions, but
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
there was no
I think the
reboot.
expansion I never got because it died so quick. Yeah, but
I
you
bought
know,
I bought the collection that they had the first time around that came with Chains of Promathia and like
Me and
One
Shane
or
bought
two
the
other
Xbox, the master
Yeah,
collection that came with all
no.
of it.
Funny thing is, I did actually go out while I was down in Georgia for that stuff that I was down there for 2 years, and I did buy 11 for my 360, so that way I could play with Ducky and Jeremy. Not the Jeremy here, but a different Jeremy.
Regardless,
But I bought it down there, and I was playing it on there too. So I've bought Final Fantasy 11 twice. But the second time was because I wanted to get back into it because they were, and I
Right.
wanted to play with friends.
that's why I keep going back into
The
Warcraft.
first
back in
time
the
I
day.
played
Everybody's
11,
like, "Hey, go
though,
back in."
I was on my own,
Right. Me
which
too.
is why I got stuck at level 25 for,
Yep.
6 months and hated the game.
Yeah.
And then when I got back into it with them, I played for 1 month. That was it.
okay.
Yeah, I mean the game was.
I don't-
Because they shot ahead Well, I was busy with other stuff, so I was left behind again.
Well,
There's
doing nothing.
the reason I don't
Like-
play MMOs.
Like, I mean,
No.
You have to dedicate your life, and
I
if you
didn't
have
like
to
any
fucking
of
go
the-
to work for a week
Yeah,
and do
that's right.
overtime, you're done. It's over. You can't fucking play.
that's true.
Yep.
I can't
Okay.
play
Oh
MMOs.
hell, I jumped back and helped Shane out a lot, didn't I?
I can't play
With
MMOs.
14.
Yeah, but now if Shane quits playing for a month, because what if we go into an overage?
I haven't played since.
You
what,
haven't
February?
played. You haven't played. You're a part of a guild. What if the next month where we work shatters us into an overage? You are guaranteed that you will be working 4 hours over every single day and every Saturday for the next month. You don't really care to play that game. You're basically going home to go to sleep, to go back to work. Now, next month you get back on. Is your guild still where it was?
Probably not.
Think they stopped playing for a month? That's the only reason I
Or they
can't
booted
play
him
these
because
type
he's
of
inactive,
games.
or-
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
or a
you've
lot
been
of these
inactive
guilds,
and they
they'll
kick
boot
your
your
ass out.
ass.
Well, unless
Because you had to go
let
to
them
work.
know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like him, he's got his free company's leader on his friends list for his PS4.
Right, but I'm just
and
saying.
with mine or with my group, I play with my crew on Skype. A lot of us play on the same server
On 11 right now?
on 14.
Okay.
Nobody plays 11.
I still know people
Oh no,
that play
see,
11.
I'll hunt down a free server for 11 because they actually diminish the XP penalty for when you die, and they give you a little bit of a bump in XP.
Okay, that was probably. If there's a lot of annoying things about that game, that was probably number one for me.
That
was
was the
XP
biggest
diminishing
reason.
when you died. Yeah,
That was the biggest reason why I
pretty
left
annoying.
that game is
Yeah.
because I was stuck at level 25
Yep.
for 6 months. I would level up to 25, get about 300 experience in. Some dumb fuck and my team would be like, "Let's aggro something while the healers are resting."
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, "And the party's wiped." Oh look, I lost half of a level and
Stopped
D-level
playing
back
that
in the
game for a
24.
different reason. I was bored.
I was too. I didn't like
I
the
was
music.
having fun.
I mean, now I think about it, I didn't listen to I don't remember any of the music from the game because I would play the game, get so bored, I'd turn
And
on
play
the
the
radio,
rock?
or
Wait,
play
wait,
CD,
wait.
and it'd be like,
Quick
it'd be like
question.
Eminem or something. I'm like, yeah.
Do you
all right.
remember
I'm like,
which country you started? Was it
No.
Vastok?
No, I don't remember. I just remember hating where I had to
Do,
go.
all right. Do you
to
remember
do
the
any
starting
skills.
area at all?
Yeah, it was a city blue-ish looking.
Was
Right
there a-
outside of it, there's a fort, not very heavily forest, it's just like random trees. And then when you went down this valley, there was the ogres there. And there was always a guy that ran through, aggroed all those motherfuckers, and brought them to the starting area, and ran through. And I was like, other games stop this from happening with planning. So people don't just infinitely die.
Oh
and
no!
lose
See,
XP.
that was
But
also
that's what-
another downside of 11. The second you aggroed something,
Yeah.
it chased you until you
Being
zoned or
tired.
died.
Yeah, until you zoned or died. And
So
back
if you
to- that's back to
aggro a
EverQuest
group of
days,
50 things
EverQuest
halfway
did that back then.
through, and you're in the center of the map,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
But when the problem is,
Dead.
if somebody else could aggro those ogres, bring them over to me. I'm just farming sheep, trying to get some leather going, and they
Yeah, he was
aggro
a
these
sheep
ogres,
herder.
and these ogres they're chasing this dude, and then they look over at me and they're like, "Nah, let's go that guy. It's cool." And then they all come at me. I'm like, "What? I'm not the one that hit you with a spell and ran. I'm not level 99 or whatever.
Well-
I'm trying to."
Excuse me. Well, no, that's the thing.
What?
Yeah.
No. There's a thing. It's because you hit an enemy that they could link to,
Right when they saw. Yeah.
and you were level derp.
Yep. And they were like, "Easy kill."
So they're like, aggro, extreme high right here.
Right.
This guy's been running
You
for
can't do
20
anything,
minutes.
right, you can't
His
do anything about
aggro
it.
stage has gone to
Yeah.
1. Yours jumped up to 100. And they're like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Let's butt rape this newbie.
Pretty
Awesome.
extreme, yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Sounds like greatness.
See, the
But
best
the
place
game was
to
bad
start
because there
in-
weren't people in it when I
The,
played.
the
Nothing.
best place
It
to
was
start
brand
in
new, no one
11
there.
is Sandoria. I started in Winders because I was a mage. That was mistake number 1. Winders sucked. I was like rank 4 Winders. I was like, and fuck this shit. And I converted over to Sandoria. It's like, I would like to renounce my citizenship of Winders and would like to become part of your great nation. They're like, all right, welcome to rank 1. And I went, fuck.
Awesome.
I was
Anyway,
paladin.
But I was willing to do it.
Yeah.
Because I love the music in Ronfair. It had a neat little medieval thing, and I actually used to play that when I went to sleep. because it was just like a nice, relaxing song. So I was like, yeah. Just
Number
going back over
11 is number 11.